then I went and I met one of the sisters. I met all of them, but one of the sisters who, at the time when I was a seminarian, she was working in the parish. Then she was transferred. I came to Kenya one more time, and she was, by the way, working with the PMC. I'm talking about the late Sister Eunice. Do you know her?
Yes.
Okay, so we were just talking, and then she was like 2 seats after mine, you see. And then I was just asking her where she was now posted. She said, I am for holidays. I am going back to Tanzania. It was a Saturday, and on Sunday, you know what happened. You see? Did she know what was the time? No. Now from here, I want to take this example because even though she has now been called to God's presence, she's still evangelizing. And with this example, my brothers and sisters, I want to say that nobody knows the hour and the time. Hakuna mtu anajua siku yake ya mwisho. And then what is my reflection for today is that I was afraid because it was just two seats. Then I say I will be the next. Yeah, because this kind of events makes us reflect what I'm doing with my life. But the word of the Lord is not to put fear in our hearts. On the contrary, it is the contrary. The word of the Lord wants to bring us joy, happiness, and also invites us to reflect in the way in which we are welcoming the Lord. Every time when we are telling, Lord, I am your servant, Lord, I am here for you. It is inviting us to think about the relationships that we have with God our Lord. Why? Because today, what will it happen if it is our last day on the earth? What will you do if somebody tells you, today will be your last day in the world? What will you do? Now that is the time in which we are going to reflect. Now I will spend all my money. Okay? Today I'm going to eat for sure mukimo because today is maybe today you will say, I will do many things, but what about your relationship with God? That is why the gospel that we have heard, and it is coming from Matthew, it is saying, therefore you also must be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour that you do not expect. For our sister Eunice, he came on Sunday, and she met him at the lake. But for us, what would it be our day? We do not know, but we have to be ready. That is something that we really know. Okay? And at that time, we have to be ready just to think about what is the way in which I am going to spend this time of Advent, to wait for the Lord, and also to maybe introspect myself, to do a reflection, an exam of conscience, and then to say, I think that I should maybe prepare this for my life. I think that I should remove this other thing that is not helping me in my spiritual growth. And from this frame of mind, we can now be ready to expect from the Lord. It is like a mother who is expecting the baby, you see? She doesn't know when she is going to give birth. Nowadays with this technology, we can have maybe an approximate time, but wakati mwingine mtoto anataka kuya haraka. We do not know the time, but the expectation of the mother is that she is going to have a baby. Isn't it? Now for us the expectation is that we are going to receive one more time Jesus in our heart in a very special way as the time of Advent is inviting us. So we have to be ready, we have to be expectant, and we have to be alert. You see? This is what is going to happen. The Lord is coming. But now, how are we going to expect the Lord in this special time of Advent? Maybe by the way of prayer. If we have been praying, which is my assumption, is that you are going to pray and then you are going maybe to pray more. You see? Maybe we are going to do charity, as you have done. All of you, I believe, and I can put my hands on fire because of you, just to attest that all of you have been doing charity at least once in your life. Maybe by bringing our brothers and sisters closer to God, maybe the members of our family, maybe the members of our small business communities or church groups. There are many ways in which we can bring one more time God to our lives, and then we can expect Him with that specific intention of being closer to Him. So that is why we are starting this period of introspection, of this time of readiness to welcome the Lord in our lives, and also this time in which I can change what is not helping me in my spiritual growth. There are many things, and this time comes as a time of grace, because today we are here, tomorrow we do not know. But for the time that God allows us to be here, let us be ready, expectant to His presence in our lives, and also let us have that joy, not that fear. The fear is not from God. The joy and the peace of our hearts comes from Him, because He is the one who all the time is taking care of each one of us, and who is ready to help us and assist us in the way that we need, so that we may encounter Him. And then, just to finalize on this small reflection, let me tell you something which is very beautiful. I was taught this in theology. God is in heaven, but He's in every place, you see? When we want to reach Him, He is the first one who has looked at us, and He's coming. When you want to look for Him, He is the first one who has been ahead of you 2 steps, so that you may encounter Him in a very special way. So when we want to find the Lord in our lives, when we want to reach Him in a very special way, be happy, because He is the first one who has taken the initiative to come before. We have even thought that we need from Him, and we have to be closer to Him. This is the gift of Advent. This is the gift of Christmas. Jesus Christ comes to the world to encounter us, even if we have not even thought about coming closer to Him. And today we just welcome Him. We receive Him. We open our hearts to tell Jesus in our hearts, come, welcome, karibu, because we know that without you we cannot survive, we cannot exist, but with you everything is possible. And we need Him. And we need Him to grow up as Christians, and we need Him to be strengthened in the moments of battle, and we need Him in the moments of sin, and we need Him in every moment, in every time that we need His presence, of course, to continue in that mutual relationship of God with Him. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.